Let's get a bit into the nitty-gritty here. The Auditor General in 2015, in his report, says that UEGCL did not have contract managers for some of the projects, amounting to almost 8 billion shillings. What are you going to do now as a board chairperson to make sure that some of these things are not repeated, like having places where we are contracted but don't have contract managers?
Yes, we know we need to come up with a structure that is able to support what we are doing now. There are, of course, always financial constraints, so we look at prioritizing the areas that are very key, especially in the projects, to recruit. We may not recruit full-time people, but to get people on board to help us, to support us in the completion of these flagship projects. And when we get on to other projects, we may need specific expertise coming. We may not have to have everybody on board full-time and have a very big workforce that will be redundant at times.
Ugandans on the street are saying we generate more electricity than we consume, but there are power cuts, there are load shedding. What's the explanation for this, and why are we then spending more money to generate more electricity?
Yes, the power cuts are, it's true, power is generated and we have capacity more than is being consumed. And there are power cuts. You will find power cuts anywhere because this could be technical problems, challenges in distribution, in transmission, the unexpected. The load shedding, I think, has been reasonably reduced because of low availability of power. But going to the issue, why are we generating more when not using all? There is the National Development Plan, which is really, it is ambitious, but it's good. That's where we should have been, I don't know how many years ago, that's where we should head, because we're looking around the region. I think our neighbors are also moving on in the same course. So the country has a plan, and this plan cannot be realized without energy. So even when we finish Karuma and Isimba, we will not be able to cover what the 2020 plan requires in way of energy. You talk about the standard gauge railway, for example.
Ugandans are wondering, the price of electricity, too high. Why?
Yes, it is high. It is high, and government is aware. I know that government is looking at all options of ensuring that the tariff comes down. And the way we manage Isimba and Karuma will also impact on how this tariff will be affected. So as UEGCL board, we are very conscious of the need to complete these projects in time, to minimize unexpected costs that can impact the tariff. But yes, and if we get more power, I would imagine, if more power is generated, then the demand will certainly reduce the availability will reduce the tariff. That's what I want to believe.
Do you feel a personal weight on yourself for having to carry the future development of Uganda at the top of your head every morning?
I don't. I enjoy serving on UEGCL board. I don't take it as a personal responsibility. I know chairing the board is a big responsibility, but my board works as a team. I cannot know everything, but my team works together. We have a reasonable blend of expertise, and we feel the weight. We cannot take it lightly, but we remain focused.
Looking at your books of accounts, and particularly on the strategic objectives that you had set for yourself from that time to 2017, one of the things I noticed is that you are supposed to improve on the profit margins. By the time UEGCL got this strategic objective, you were in debt. How much has the board done to get UEGCL out of debt onto the profit margins, and what are you going to do to further that development?
The report that came out recently was encouraging. It was encouraging, but the cause was not so much that we've generated so much power and sold it. No, it's because the project's now on course. So most of the revenue was towards the projects. which we think is very good because the projects are now moving. We want to finish these projects on time. We will think of other projects. This Karuma and Isimba are not the only ones. We are also considering diversification in the source of energy, not only focusing on hydro. We want to be the experts in hydro in the region. That one we will not let go. We want to do that. But we want to diversify a bit because, the environment is catching up with us and we need to be wise in how we handle that.
If we did the same interview on the 31st of December this year, what do I expect you to be telling me will be some of the things that you will have achieved by then?
Well, I'll be telling you that, Karuma is going to be commissioned on this day. Isimba is going to be commissioned on this day. We have got Nyagak. I'll just be giving you progress because really work is ongoing and we are not going to stall any of the projects just because the board has changed.
Thank you so much. We are glad to have you.